Hi guys, it's us today, me and Lumi, and we're going to talk about, well, a little bit of everything. Including explaining a few things. Some of you guys apparently are confused. A little bit. And I think yesterday got a little bit confusing. It did, unfortunately. One. Who is Lumi? Oh, I can answer one thing. It was not the other two women that you saw on camera. That's right. And what are you looking for? Mike was here yesterday, and I'm trying to find a pack of matches. What do you need matches for? For the convocation to light the candles. Oh. First of all, this place looks like a tornado hit. And he left his cigarette butts everywhere. Oh, yeah, those disgusting cigarette butts. I hate smokers. Ugh. I'm sorry. I grew up in a household with smokers. Thank you very much. And got stuff on the floor. Piece of plastic from packaging. Some books. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have some books here today. Wasn't going to be a topic, but why not? Okay. Over the years, I have collected a lot of material. And some of the pictures are really cute. Like this one. And this one here is cute, yes. It's, the hair of the woman becomes a waterfall. Really art deco. Like I said, this is a better one over here, because that one was the monochrome version. This is the color version. Wow. Nice, huh? The reason I was testing the printer that I had, which was an Epson printer, and with some photo paper. And that's how that picture, it was one of the ones I had downloaded off the internet to see how it worked. And so that's how that picture came to be. And it's cute, so I kept it, a copy of it. Okay? And we have other pictures in here too. The INFJ is believed to be very rare, less than 1% of the population. This is Michelle's personality type. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of in a little bit of an extrovert, but not much. Okay? More conceptually, I can think pretty tough, but, no. I'm really different. So anyway, what else is in here? Well, what else is in here is all kinds of information on spiritual ascension, things like that. It'd be great stuff for the channel, my channel. Exactly. And Michelle collected this, and I collected that. And we added to it, and it's a big, what is it? 2-inch binder of 3-inch binder of stuff. Some of it's exciting, some of it isn't so exciting. But it's a binder of stuff. And of course, you know, as I said, I don't like being around smokers because they turn their whole life into an ashtray. I don't know who are worse, the men smokers or the women smokers. I don't think either one of them are really that great. No. These are my other glasses. These are my spirit glasses. Boy, you know, they're ugly, aren't they? Granny glasses. Well, these have the what's it called, the photograde changing lenses on them. That's my older glasses. I got rid of that technology in the new ones. I don't have those. photo grays because I felt that they were a pain in my ass to use. So I got rid of that and got my new eyeglass prescription. I have a lot of other things too I've collected over the years, and like this a big book I bought this some time ago. This is the by Scott Cunningham. This is pretty battered. I bought it secondhand anyway, and of course I battered it even more. And then Homeless Mike battered it more. It's still got a lot of pages. But it's dog-eared and it's wrinkled and it's dusty. It's missing on the shelf a while. Dory was going to come on camera, and she changed her mind. She's laying on my bed right now, sawing trees. Ugh. More stuff over here. Like this. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so we got the video going and everything, and this time I made sure to turn the sound on first thing, and she did a sound check, and I did a sound check, and the sound's working, which is good. Okay, and I'm sorry we don't have I don't have any coffees with us. We didn't have. Michele didn't want to go and get coffee right away. No, I just didn't think about it. So let's start with the most important thing is, number one, if you were to date me, you have to date Michele because it's a date one, date the other for free at Joseph S. Banks. Because we're the same physical flush, right? So you have to date both of us at the same time. Talk about the ultimate double date. Yes, it would be. Okay. Me and Lumi have been together for, a long time. Oh, God, yeah. Long time. This lifetime, I think we've been together, since 2010? 2010, yeah, that sounds about right. 6 years. 6 years. And we've seen a lot. But the other woman that you saw, the young lady, her name is Monique. Monique is French-Canadian. That's where she was born and raised. Her grandmother is French-Canadian. True purebred. They are both very good people. They're both very good people. And I'm going to let you know. I don't know if Monique... anything about her relationships. I can't tell you if she's going out with anybody or not. Sorry, guys. I really wish I could, but I can't. So, because I don't want to, but because I don't know, and I still couldn't tell you anyway, even if I did know without her permission. So, but I can tell you this much right now: is that she's her grandmother's probably next to watching this video, and of course Monique will probably be watching it, and possibly joining us later on this afternoon or this evening, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking, of course, about the weather, because we are going to be dealing with some nail-biting cold. And so let's get started with that, because you are going to have to deal with this. And we may have snow pretty soon, of significant quantities. But right now, at this immediate point, it's not snow. Correct. Okay, here we go. At this moment, it is minus 1 degree Celsius. It is fair weather. It feels like minus 7. Wind is northwest at 24 kilometers per hour. The humidity is 45%. UV index is 0, low. The sun's already gone down, so there's no UV, really. Right? Dew point is minus 12 degrees Celsius. The sunrise today was at 7:09 a.m. the sunset tonight. It's 4:21 p.m. And as we go for the next 2 days, starting tonight, we'll get down to -7 degrees Celsius. 20% chance of precipitation. Probably snowflakes, potentially, yeah. Saturday, a high of -1, a low of -7. It'll be partly sunny, a 10% chance of precipitation. And Sunday, a high, or actually it doesn't say if it's a high or low, it just says -3. The thing is supposed to be 3 is high, and then that's the next day. Okay. So Sunday, December 11th, just says mostly cloudy, -3, 10% chance of precipitation. And then, of course, why not? Even Mondays. This is when things could get a little more dicey. Monday, December 12th. High of 3, a low -2 degrees. Mixed precipitation. Mostly rain/snow. 100%. This means bring an umbrella because it's going to get wet. Okay? Definitely. And that's the forecast for the next few days. By the way, I want to remind you also, the soup kitchen will be open tomorrow. So, come on in, get some lunch at the Winston Open Door Soup Kitchen. I'm sorry we didn't do a video there today. I confess, I apologize, because sometimes I don't do a video everywhere. And sometimes I just don't feel well. And in this case, I was basking away comfortably in my nice, snuggly bed. So I didn't want to get up. I did go to lunch, yes, but I went to lunch a little later on, and I didn't want to look all the camera gear. So that's why I didn't do a video today. It happens, guys. You know, it's Michelle. It's not really always going to get up at 10 o'clock or 7, 9 o'clock in the morning and be all bright-eyed, but she tells me, go out the door. She never, not always is. She's never that way on a consistent basis. So she's trying, but, you know, old habits, yep. So, the main thing is that I want you to all know that I am here for your phone call. And you could try calling the studio. Of course, I have the number right here for you. It's 860-718-6195. Again, that's 860-718-6195. And let's make sure everything's still working. Good idea. Check, make sure everything is. Give me any surprises. Yeah, still going. Good. So, I have to confess, these live streams are a bit of a challenge because, thanks to T-Mobile, it's quite possible to do them, and it's a real pleasure to have this technology to be there and live stream and do that. It's so cool. Absolutely cool, isn't it? Absolutely. And of course, let me ask you it. It's not always as glamorous as you might think. I got a survey from YouTube. I did the survey, and they were asking questions about how do I feel YouTube is for you to get your message out and to make it earned income from your videos. And I pointed out in my response, I said, the problem is that YouTube has got so many creators and so many content providers and so many videos that by the time new content gets, it seems like that YouTube isn't focusing on new content as much as they should. Yeah, that's the big problem. Because if there was more ways to get content out, I think it'd be great. No, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Michele, of course, is going to be working on some new videos. Oh, by the way, let me ask you one more question because I keep seeing it going through your head. What's that? About the home phone bill for the internet. Yeah. That's because um we're about a month behind in that bill, and so I gotta. I'd like to try to get myself in perfectly good standing. And so yeah, it keeps coming up. I keep wondering what I'm saying to myself is, am I gonna be playing catch up again? Because it seems like I'm always falling behind. It's like I looked at the budget for next month, and because of the insurance premium increases on the Medicare Part D, I'm going to be having a hard time in the very near future getting ahead. Right. So I'm, there's just this question about what's next. What do I do now? And I found out that YouTube also had something which they kind of surprised me with. If you have at least 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers, that you can actually get grants to get new studio equipment. I can just say this much. I didn't know that. Gee, it's nice. But you know what? A lot of us on YouTube are putting a lot of work into these videos. And while some of the big guys can make a steady income on videos, I can think of quite a few examples besides Alex Jones. He certainly is one of them. Next News Network, BigClive.com, Actions, Photo Induction. That's okay. No, that one is, yeah. Ashley Wild, V Westlife, 8-Bit Guy, which used to be known as iBook Guy. All of these guys, of course, some of them have been around a long time, but they all have been a long time. But, I have to be honest. I would be very happy if I could come up with a breakthrough what I perceive as a glass ceiling. The ceiling in this case is that we only have 154 subscribers. And I would like to go for 180 to 200 subscribers on my channel. And that's because if we can get 200 people, that would, as I said, will be a really nice thing. We have not ever gotten close to 200 subscribers. I remember a couple of years ago when I couldn't even get more than 34 of them. You did something right after all these years. Yeah. But now I need to know what I need to do now because it seems like, we kind of stagnated. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to see if I can try to encourage other people to join us in videos. But you know what? I can't necessarily force the people to show up on camera. After all, they're volunteers. So a lot of them come in when they can, and some of them just, don't come up as often as they should. Now let's come in more often and things like that. So, I'd like to try to I would love to hire people as a paid staff. That would be great, wouldn't it? I'd have to make a lot more money in AdSense than I'm getting paid now. I mean, what am I getting paid? $1 $1 a month, which is too small to even cut me a bloody check. So I end up, does that get rolled over into the next month? So the next month I'll get that $1? Or does that, you would think so, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that exactly. I mean, holy cow, I probably have $5 by now. Gee, I'm nice with that. $5? But, you know, that's not going to happen. The $5 isn't going to do crap. Because it costs me a lot more than $5 to do these videos. They're very expensive. Speaking of expensive, yeah, I see it there. You're talking about the test card. It's there. I see it over in the corner. These videos. How much money, for example, do you think it costs every month using T-Mobile, MiFi, to do these videos in real time, LTE, 720p resolution? And I still binge on, so obviously it means that it's managing to squeeze the video in at 720p on a media stream that's technically, to my knowledge, is being restricted somewhat. Because of the way the binge on works. But, you know, the thing is, I don't know if it's actually being limited to 1 megabit per second. I don't think so, because this video is going on at 720p. Right. And yet, you know, if I did the same video on on Frontier, which is 1 megabit per second up, I might as well basically just throw my hands in the air and say I quit, because Frontier high-speed internet is shite. It's garbage. I can tell you that. It's okay for watching the video or watching Cody, to watch the BBC America and the BBC and the Canadian broadcasting and all that. Hi, Rust. But you know what? Here's the problem. If you're gonna try to upload videos on a network connection that is limited to no higher than 1 megabit per second, it does not take no rocket scientist to tell you that you're not going to get a very good picture. I know my audience. You guys like pictures that are fantabulous. Some of you are asking about 60 frames per second. Some of you want, what do they call that? 360, three-dimensional picture videos. Great stuff, right? Well, unfortunately, of course, you can't do that on 1 megabit per second up. That's impossible. Okay. Oh yeah, we're doing videos right now on YouTube. We put a lot of work into them. And the ones that I upload from the other camera is because the other camera doesn't take as much bandwidth. So even if I don't use the T-Mobile to upload them, it can take about 3 to 4 hours to upload an hour-long video. You have the ratio. 1 hour video what takes 4 times to upload for 1 unit of video. So if it's a 1 hour video, it takes 4 hours to upload it. At 1 megabit per second up, that unstandard Frontier high-speed internet. Okay? Whereas with the T-Mobile, I can upload that same video in less than 30 minutes. Less than 10, actually. Yes, less than 10 in some cases, absolutely. So we try to upload the videos and the content in a way that it's not going to disrupt everybody out there who's trying to use their phone for doing, and when they need the high-speed data, say for looking at maps and getting turn-by-turn directions, because remember it's a shared network connection. So we try to make changes to not disrupt everybody's lives, because after all, there's only so much bandwidth on the tower, and trust me, on LTE, it doesn't take long for me to fire hose the entire network. Really. Absolutely. And in fact, that's a reason why I need to be careful. Now, the other thing is, that I want to remind you, is because I'm trying to do my videos the best I can on the shoestring, there is going to be days when the videos are going to look like shite. Sorry, I can't help that. You know why? Because it's a hard job to get these videos out there. It's not like I have a professional studio set up 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, along with a production crew. I am the production crew. And I'm the on-screen talent, so am I. So is Lumi. It's more of a challenge when you guys share the same physical form. And yeah, it's true. As long as you guys work together, we do fine. Alright. And so don't forget, I'm going to remind you that tomorrow the soup kitchen will be open. It will be open. The open door soup kitchen tomorrow will be open for lunch. Will be open, no, I don't think it'll be open next week. No, next week's Christmas Eve. Okay, and Christmas Day, right, so it won't be open then. But on Friday, it will be having the ham dinner. You sure you got that right? Wow, this month is going fast. Oh, yeah, I know it is. Alright, let me check the calendar. I'm gonna check it right now. Yeah, I'll do that. So where's the stupid calendar? Right there. Okay. And we will look at the month state. Okay. Okay, here's the short skinny. The soup kitchen for December 2016 is open tomorrow. Right. And it should, I'm not absolutely sure, I'm going to have to find out. Should be open on the 17th as well. Okay? It will not, and it's emphatically proven, be open on Christmas Eve, which is on the 24th, or New Year's Eve, which is the 31st. Okay? So that's not going to be open then. Don't forget that on the 20th of this year, the 20th, okay? Like I said, that is going to be their convocation. That's going to be, this is so cool. Is it? Yeah, really. Yep, convocation starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And that will be here at the soup kitchen. At the Snow Queen Palace. And now I gotta go get a pack of matches because Mike, the homeless guy, took my matches so he can light his cigarettes. Apparently. Yeah, apparently. And of course, like I said, we've been waiting for your phone calls, and we haven't heard a single damn phone call yet. Well, that's fine with me. You don't want to talk to me? That's okay. Because I just go ahead and leave the ringer off, and basically you can just leave a message on the voicemail, and I'll get to it when I can. So, anyway, I'm gonna just pretty much, there's not much more to say. All I can tell you right now is that Donald Trump is doing a great job. You already know that. Last night's rally was awesome. He did a great job then, too. He's really doing, and he hasn't even been officially inaugurated yet. And he's still kicking ass. He's still kicking ass, still taking names. In fact, if anything, well, let's talk about something that we keep hearing lately. The term racist. Ugh. The year of the racist. This year that term has been used so much in media that I think some people don't really know what racist really means. Yes, Kat. For example, talking about racism. If you, for example, I know cats are not people, so don't judge me, okay? If you have a particular preference for brown tabby cats versus black and gray tabby cats, does that mean you're racist? Or is that just a personal preference? Good question. And if you are black and you like to work with a white community and a variety of tasks, are you racist? I don't know. Well, that's a great question because the term racism has been thrown out so many different ways that suddenly I don't know what it means anymore. It used to mean that somebody who liked to work with the race and was very starved for the race. That's not the case anymore. The term racist is showing up for things that have nothing to do with race. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand all the ins and outs of the terminology, but I've certainly heard my share of it. So, So, what makes a good person racist or a bad person racist? So, I mean, all the terms racism, are we talking about are we talking about the genuine term of racist? Or are they just somebody using the term racist to identify with something that has nothing to do with race? That's a great question. I don't know. Likewise with fake news. That's another term shows up. Mainstream media is saying people on the alternative right are fake news. That would include me, Breitbart, Infowars.com, Next News Network, Lisa Haven, and many others. They're supposed to be alternative right media. Excuse me? I'm an alternative right media? And I'm supposed to be telling you fake news? Gee, that's kind of interesting. Because the real news people, the mainstream media, is constantly been doing that for a long time, right? They keep telling you stories during the primaries. Donald Trump is not going to win. It's going to go to Kasich Cruz. Oh, that's all right. He won. Okay? He beat Kasich Cruz. Then in the general election, Donald Trump is going to be defeated by Hillary Clinton. And the right media, like Infowars and Breitbart and George Report and several others, are saying that statistically that's not the case because he's got more popular votes than she does. Okay? And we are proven right again. So, though the mainstream media is trying to say, and they're always trying to say this, that we are not good news. We research our news articles. We don't get paid corporate sponsorships to tell you a story and try to make money off it. We are not making any money on this. I'm not getting paid by some major corporation to tell you these stories. Hell, I wish I was. But I'm not, see? So I'm supposed to be bad because I'm doing as best I can with the limited resources I have, trying to do true journalism, trying to pull out information out of the information, all the jitsu Watson that comes my way. I'm trying to figure out what's the real story here. And I gotta let a cat out. Alright, Mr. Cat. trying to say is this. The mainstream media lately hasn't been telling you a true story because they've been trying to put their own spin on everything. Like I said, they want Hillary Clinton to win so bad that despite the truth of what was really happening in the election, they try to make it look like Donald Trump was dead man walking. Or Donald Trump was this person that was as bad as, what's the name of the guy? Epstein, thank you. Or Anthony Weiner. Come on, give me a break. Donald Trump is, for example, right now, he's doing some serious badass kicking ass and taking names, and he's bringing Josh back. He's got the support of SoftBank. One of the major part of SoftBank has just said, I am going to contribute $50 billion to the American economy and create at least 50,000 jobs. Now, I would not have done that if it was a Democrat, like globalist, like Hillary Clinton in office. Because there would be no reason to. No, it wouldn't benefit. I'll be priced out of the market with taxes. No business likes to pay taxes like that. The regulations are intense. Donald Trump's trying to change that, and he's already done good things. He's already doing great things. You know, and that's something to think about. We got a long way to go. I mean, we have a lot of damage to undo. And the most important thing that we have to do is people need to have the true information in their hands at all times. They have to know the true information. You can't make a good decision on real information, right? You need the real information to make a decision. It doesn't matter if it's buying a house, buying a car, deciding with certain medical procedures that might be for life-saving, like cancer or whatever. You know, you choose the things you do based on the information that's given to you. But if someone gives you bad information, then guess what? You're not going to make a right choice because you're not going to have the right information. Garbage in, garbage out. Okay? The mainstream media is trying to say alternative right. What the hell is the alternative right exactly? Because we are doing our best to show journalism integrity, and we're trying to focus on telling the true stories. That makes us alternative right. Listen, guys, anybody who's ever studied journalism will tell you this. You get down, you get the story, you get the facts, and then you report the facts. And yes, if you make a mistake, and this does happen, I make mistakes often, you retract that mistake and amend the apology and say, oops, I'm sorry, I screwed up with that article. It was supposed to have been something else. That was supposedly had done. Now, that's true ethical journalism. Okay, granted, some of the mainstream media do have a publishing slants. For example, Next News Network and Lisa Haven have GetTheT.com, okay, or Food for Liberty. Of course, InfoWars has their InfoLife products. I don't have any of that stuff. I wish I had a sponsor. But you know what? I'm just a small little voice in a giant ocean of many, many much larger news sites that through the efforts and dedication they have succeeded as well as they have. Lisa Haven and me are about the closest thing in size. We're both a one-person operation. Two-person, right, me and you, right. And I'm sure at least Haven's husband must help out somewhat. Yeah, I'm sure he does. That's a good point. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, like Gary Franchi, we're not a business, with big fancy green screens and fancy studios. That stuff is great. I mean, come on. Love to have it. But you know what? Here's the problem. The money is not there because people have not made any donations to this channel. And I know that sometimes my videos don't really appeal to a wide variety of audience. But if you have your videos appeal to too many audiences, then you can't give solid substance to the videos because they just cover too much material in too short of a time. If you focus on a few stories a day and you focus and research and to cover all the facts and figures and bases and knowledge, that means that you're considered more comprehensive because you're focusing on that story and not on everything else. In my local community, I'm supporting the Winston Open Door Soup Kitchen. I do that because I understand the homeless population, the hungry population, those who feel that they don't have a voice in the community. I'm there for them. I'm speaking up for them. Okay? Now, I'm not homeless now, but I was homeless at one time. Okay? I am still on Social Security disability because my eyesight. So I can speak for the legally blind on disability. I can't speak for those who have other handicaps necessarily. I can't speak for the quadriplegics or paraplegics because I'm not in a wheelchair or a power chair. You got arthritis. I got arthritis. I can speak for the arthritic sufferers. Yes, I do. I got hearing loss. I can speak for the hearing loss sufferers. And the thing is that the most important thing is that makes me, my video stream, a little more different because I have Asperger's. I have hearing loss. I have legal blindness. Okay? Because of ocular albinism. Now, ocular albinism is not the same as saying, well, okay, that means you have white hair naturally. No, that's not ocular albinism. That's pure albinism. It's a little different. A little more much more different. Ocular albinism means you have some of the traits in your eyes of albinism, but it doesn't mean you have all the full-blown traits of albinos. Okay? But definitely I do have the eye condition. I do have the very pale skin, and but my hair is like a medium brown hair normally. But I bleached it white because it kind of looks like a yellow color. But it's because I like the color. It has nothing to do with albinism. Okay? Don't take it any other way because that's the truth. Okay. Now, so what else you got? You got hearing loss, albinism, I got like lip blindness, you got arthritis. Any other handicaps I can think of? I may have sleep apnea, but I'm not sure. I think you do. I think I may have it. It's not so severe that I can't get a good night's sleep, because obviously I get a good night's sleep pretty good. And I know sleep apnea is a really serious condition. There's no lie about that. I got a weight issue. That's not uncommon. A lot of Americans have weight issues. So, what I'm trying to say is when I'm telling the news, I'm trying to tell the news and things I can easily speak openly from personal experience or for some of the things my guests have addressed here on camera, and that's what we try to do. If I'm to cover, and I do cover the political news, but I'm going to be honest, there's so much political news now that's enough to make your head spin. For example, Am I going to cover Pizzagate? No. Why? Because it disgusts me. And second of all, there's really not much to cover anyway. It's just to say it disgusts me. I'm not going to cover that. Am I going to cover the situation, anything else that might be potentially I may not have much knowledge of, such as radical Islamic terrorism? I don't really know much about Islam to really say anything about it. I can just say what I see in the news and the news stories, but it doesn't mean that I can say that all members of Islam are bad. We know that several imams have already come out and said that we, as a group, do not support this behavior. Well, okay. So, obviously, I can't say all imams, is that what it is? Imams, whatever. The clerics of the Islam, right, okay, the clerics. Okay, these guys, the ones that are part of the mosques that are anti-Islamic terror, have always said this, the only way we're going to deal with the problem of radical Islamic terror is we have got to stand up and tell our own members of our group that we don't accept what they're doing. That was a story I read a few weeks ago. Okay? Now, so what I want to do is I want to cover stories that may very well be exciting to you. I want you to feel like you're sitting in my living room here at the Snow Queen Palace. Or you're sitting across from me at the Silk Kitchen and drinking a coffee with me and Lumi. And I want you to feel welcome here. Because that's the only thing I can do right now. I can't change anything else. As much as I hate to say it, it's true. I can't change anything else. I can't say that we're going to be able to go out there and tell you everything that's going on in the world. The world's a big place. There's a lot of stories out there. And some of the stories may be very hard to get enough information together to give you a heads up. Remember, I'm using multiple media sources as well. I'm using Fox News. I'm using RT.com. I'm using the CNN. Not as much anymore, but sometimes I get an occasional story from CNN. And then, of course, I'm using Yahoo News. I'm using Google News. I'm using Associated Press. I'm using the BBC. I use the Canadian Broadcast Corporation, the CBC. Okay? I use a variety of sources, sometimes that are linked to a story, so I can determine what the whole story is. So, like I said, there's a lot of people using all kinds of nomenclature lately in the market, things like alternative right media news, which I don't really know what they mean by alternative right. I can kind of understand the term right side media. But what if someone's trying to be truly impartial? Do they call themselves impartial media? I don't want people to think that we only want to make things, swing everything to the right side. There are things that I try to keep a balance on both sides of the news story so we can think about what we're seeing. And that's important. And that's something to think about. Amen. By the way, as far as the bills for next month, I'm going to be honest when I tell you this right now. Guys, I really can use your help. I've been trying, I kept saying to myself is, we're not going to nag about money, but we really do need your donations. There's a support tab on my YouTube page. You can tap on that, put $5, $10, 15, whatever you can towards the, it'll help keep this channel going. If we could get a couple $100, we can start investing in better cameras and better microphones and better studio gear and lights and things like that. And also, we also have a Patreon and a GoFundMe. So the Patreon is www.patreo. So yeah, over Michele. Sorry, my tongue slipped. Okay. www.patreon.com/BICHELA. Or, although this GoFundMe, I have to sometimes keep refreshing my page, and as I kind of forget that they tend to need fresh stories in order to keep the link open, or they think your campaign is done, which it's not. Is www.gofundme.com/BICHELA. If that one doesn't work, the Patreon does. And of course, so does the support button on the YouTube page. And last but never the least, you can always send us a money order. I keep mentioning that, but you're probably saying to me, especially since this video doesn't have a credits in the end, you probably couldn't see it. By the way, if you want to mail a money order, it's really easy. You mail it to MicheleMarieDalene. That's MicheleMarieDas and dog ALENE, 112 Main Street. That's 112 MAINST period. Apartment number 9 in Winstead, WINST80. The state is Connecticut, that's CT. The zip code is 06098, and that is in the United States of America. And prefer money orders because they're more than likely going to go through without any hassles. But if you do send a personal check, please understand it may take us a little longer to see the check clears and be all set to go. Alright, so tomorrow, of course, we're not going to be having any live streams. And I gotta be honest, I don't know how much actual more live streams I really can do, because these live streams really take a lot of resources out of me and out of the camera, out of the T-Mobile network, and I haven't received any cease and desists or anything like that. But I know that I'm almost, I'm going to start cutting into, what they call my deprioritization. Okay, 26 gigabytes. So that means that we have to basically, that only really kicks in if the network is really congested. But still, I really gotta admit we have been using a lot of video to get these out, and a lot of data, because high definition videos, I didn't even have a choice to switch this to low def. That's the only mode I have on this camera, was high def. There was another one that did offer low def, but unfortunately, it doesn't let me set the stream key on it, so I have to constantly come up with a whole new stream key every single time. So the one program I'm using, which is called Live Now, lets me enter in my YouTube live stream key and keep the same key every single broadcast, so I can always go back and be sure that when I click broadcast, I know exactly where it's going to, and I know exactly what it's going to look like, and I can be sure how it's going to react. But yeah, that's the kind of things that we're going to do. Are we going to try to get in a weekday before lunch video? I don't know. By the way, I don't even know if the soup kitchen is going to be open on Monday because of the weather. So Monday may not even be open. So in that case, it will be clearly academic. However, we do know with 100% certainty that the soup kitchen will be open tomorrow. And don't forget, they start serving about 9 o'clock on the weekdays. On the weekdays, about the same time on the weekends. So about 9 o'clock, the doors open. You can come in, get fresh coffee, some baked goods, both for take home and, of course, sometimes they have other things to take home, especially on the weekdays. And it's free, and anybody can go. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. You just come on down. If you can make a donation to the soup kitchen, they would definitely appreciate it. If you want to call the soup kitchen to make a donation, if you really want to make a big donation, maybe lots of cash or resources, and you want to see if it's eligible, just give the Open Door Soup Kitchen a phone call. They are a 501c3 on the IRS tax code, so they are tax deductible, and that is, the phone number for them is 860-738-2449. Again, that's 860-738-2449. And of course, with Christmas coming up and the Christmas party on the 23rd, I don't know if they're going to have enough hats and gloves or jackets or things like that. I need to wear clothes too. I'm wearing the same clothes pretty much almost every day because my other clothes are getting kind of beat up, and I'm trying to make do with what I got. If I can get a job, if I can find some income, maybe after SoftBank manages to start bringing jobs back into the United States, if the local companies could create jobs in Winston, I might be able to finally make Michele great again. Make Michele great again. Okay, that sounds a great idea. I like that one. Thanks. But for now, same rules, policies as usual. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to end the session. It is 5:56. I'm going to allow the video to run for a few minutes after I end the session, and so that we can hopefully catch up. So for now, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon. See you on Monday, regardless if the soup kitchen's open or not. I'm thinking we might keep the evening ones. I don't know about the daytime ones, but we'll see. Okay, but for now, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.